Let's go to the handout, page 147. This is the H problem, so let's start with number 10. When you're doing the word problem, first you need to read the problem to see what kind of problem this is. So it says the H, so right away you know this is the H problem. So go and make the table for the H problem. So the name goes on the top. So you have two people. So you got Bill and the sister Susie. So that's Bill and Susie. Then you need to fill out the year on the side. So it says the age difference between Bill and his sister Susie is. So so one of them is now, right? Is present tense, so it's now. And it says in 8 years, that means 8 years future. So that means plus 8, right? So again, in 8 years means 8 years in the future, so you put down plus 8. Now, if it's in the past, then you have to minus. Okay, so that's a time frame. So now let's go read the problem again. It says the age difference between Bill and his younger sister Susie is 3. So I'm going to call this X. And since this is younger, this is older, so it'd be plus, right? So the difference is 3. So Bill is 3 years older, so this would be X, this would be X plus 3. So as soon as you use a one sentence to fill one row of the table, don't read anymore. Just go and use this information to fill up the table. So this would be X plus 8, and this would be X plus 11. So now let's go and read the next sentence. So you read the first sentence to complete the table, and read the next sentence to write the equation. So it says in 8 years, so the second sentence, it says in 8 years means you're looking at this row right over here, because this is now, this is 8 years future, right? So in 8 years, their combined age, then means Bill and the sister, right? Their combined age will be, means equal 33. So again, do the translation first, then you worry about substitution. So now you can go and substitute. Now since this is talking about future, so you have to use these two here. And whenever you substitute, you put in parentheses. So X plus 11, that's Bill's age, plus Susie's X plus 8 equal to 33. Then after that, you can go and solve. So combine the like terms. So you got 2X plus 19 equal to 33. And then you minus 19 on both sides. So you got 2x equal to 14 divided by 2, so x equal to 7. But don't box that yet, because that may not be the final answer. Make sure you read the question to answer the question. So it asks how old are they now, so asking for both. So in this case, Bill, so if you go back up here, Bill is x plus 3, so Bill would be 10 years old. And Susie, the sister, is X, so X is 7. So you use this information and go back over here to figure out the answer. Okay, so this is number 10. Okay, let's go to number 11. Number 11, again, read through. It says the Harwoods have 3 children. The youngest is, so again, so this is H problem, and there are 3 people, right? So this would be the oldest, the middle child, and the youngest. So oldest, middle, and the youngest. And again, now you have to figure out the time. Okay, so it says the youngest is, so the word is means now, right? That's the present tense. And you continue to read, it says in 12 years, means 12 years into future, means plus 12. Okay. So now let's go and read and try to fill out the information. It says, the Harwoods had 3 children. The youngest is 7 years younger than the oldest. Okay. So make it youngest the X, and it's 7 years younger than the oldest, so the oldest would be X plus 7. Right? Because again, I'm using the youngest as the X. So this is 7 years younger, that means older would be plus 7. The next one, it says the oldest is 2 years older than the middle. So this is 2 years older than the middle, that means how to minus 2, so it would be X plus 5. So you have to do some thinking. Okay? So again, this is 2 years older than the middle. So if this is plus 7 and it's 2 years older, it will be plus 5. Right? So after that, then you can go and use this information to complete the table. So this will be x plus 19. This will be x plus 17. This will be x plus 12. So now we're ready to go and do the translation. It says in 12 years. So again, you're looking at this over here. But when you're doing the translation, don't worry about substituting yet. Just translate what it says. It says in 12 years, the children's combined age, that means the oldest plus the middle plus the youngest, right? Their combined age will equal to 57. So again, do the translation first, then you worry about substitution. So the oldest is x plus 19. And again, whenever you substitute, put in parentheses. The middle child is x plus 17. And the youngest is x plus 12. So after you substitute, you go and simplify. So x is 3x. And you got 19, 17, and 12. So get the calculator and you go and add these things up. So 19 plus 17 plus 12 equal to 48. And then after that, continue to solve. So minus 48 on both sides. So you got 3x equal to 9. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So x equal to 3. But again, don't box that yet. You got to answer the question. It says, what is each child's age now? So looking for the age of each person now. So that means you have to look at this. So the oldest child now is x plus 7. So oldest is 10. Right, because it's x plus 7. Right? So it's 3 plus 7. Okay? The middle one is x plus 5. So the middle one will equal to 8. Okay? And the youngest is x. So the youngest would be 3. Okay, let's go to number 12. So again, this is on the handout, page 147. Number 12, again, read through. It says Stephen's is 1/5 the age of the father. So again, this is the age problem, and there are two people, the Stephen and the father. So go and make the table. It helps you to organize your information. So here's Stephen and here's the father. And the time, it says years. So again, Stephen is, so that means now. And it says in 9 years, means 9 years into future, so plus 9. Right? Okay, now let's go and read. It says Stephen is 1/5 the age of the father. So this is going to be the x, and this would be 1/5 x. Right? Again, whatever the father is, the one that you don't know is the x. Right? So Stephen is 1/5 of the father. So from here, you can go ahead and have 1/5 x plus 9, and this is x plus 9. Right? 9 years into future, you just plus 9. Now let's go and read the next sentence. It says in 9 years, means you're looking at this column over here when you substitute. It says he, so that's Stephen, right? He will be, means equal. 1/3 means 1/3 father's age. Right? So you got to read, right? You just write down exactly what I said, right? So in 9 years, he, that's S, will be, is a future tense of is so equal, right? So S equal 1/3 F, right? So that's how you translate. Again, translation is very simple. You just write down exactly what it says. Now you're going to do the substitution after you translate. So S is over here. So it'd be 1/5 x plus 9. The F is x plus 9. Okay, so go and multiply everything out to get rid of the parentheses. So you substitute, right? You distribute, multiply. And when you're doing this part, you can make into 3 or you can just 9/3. It does not matter because you have to multiply by common denominator, right, to get rid of the fraction. Okay. So you have 5 and 3, so your common denominator is going to be 15. Okay, so multiply by 15 for each term. So that this cancel out, you get 3, so you get 3x. Now you do one term at a time. So as soon as you cancel, you write it down so you don't get confused. This one does not get canceled, So it'll be plus. You can get your calculator and you multiply, you're going to get 135. This, when you cancel, okay, you're going to get 5x, cancel, 45. So now you're going to ready to solve. Since the bigger x is on this side, I'm going to move the x to this side, move the number to this side. So minus 3x, minus 3x. So this will cancel out. Minus 45, minus 45. So this will cancel out. So this will give me 90 equal to 2x. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So x equal to 45. Okay. Now you have to go back and answer the question. What does it ask? It says, what are Stephen's age and the father's age? Okay. So Stephen, can you go back up here? So looking for age now, right? Now, so it's 1/5 of the x. So 1/5 of 9 is 9. And this one just x. So father is equal to 45 years old. And that's it. Okay, let's go to 13. It says Emily is 3 years old, 3 years older than Jack. If Emily and Jack's combined age 6 years ago were 11, what are their age now? So again, this is the age problem with 3 people. So you got Emily, and you got Jack, and the time. So Emily is, so the word is now, and it says, and the next sentence says, if Emily and Jack combined age 6 years ago. So it's 6 years ago, so it'd be minus 6. Right? Again, it's time passed, so you have to minus, right? Okay, now let's go and read. Then go back and read again. It says Emily is 3 years older than Jack. So this is x. This is x plus 3, right? Again, Emily is 3 years older than Jack. Now go ahead and finish the table. So this would be x minus 6, and this would be x minus 3, right? Because you got plus 3 minus 6, you got minus 3. So now let's go and do the translation. The second sentence is Emily. So if Emily and Jack combine age, so plus Jack, right? Emily and Jack combine age 6 years ago, means this one here. That's the one you have to substitute. Or 11, right? So again, their combined age were 11. So what are their age now? Okay, so again, so talking about 6 years ago, so this is what you need to substitute. Okay. So you're going to be x minus 3. This would be x minus 6 equal to 11. So simplifying, so you got 2x minus 9 equal to 11. So plus 9. You got 2x equal to 20. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So x equal to 10. And make sure you go back and read the question and make sure you answer what they asked for. It says, what are their age now? So you're looking for now. What are their age now? Okay, so for Emily, it's x plus 3. So Emily will equal to 13, right? X plus 3 will give you 13. And Jack, over here, Jack will be x. So Jack will be just 10. Okay, let's go to number 14. Again, we do the problem. So this is the age problem. So, and there are 2 people, Kelly and Judy. So make the table. So you got Kelly and Judy. And the time would be, it says the age now. So again, so now, then it says 4 years ago, right? So again, the time passed. So 4 years ago, you minus 4, right? Okay, so let's go back and read. It says Kelly's age now is twice Judy's age. So that's x, 2x, right? Again, Kelly is 2 times Judy, right? So again, 2 times as old. So this one would be 2x minus 4. This would be x minus 4. So now you're ready to do the translation. It says 4 years ago means you have to use this to substitute. Okay. 4 years ago, Kelly, so that's K, Kelly was means equal 3 times as old as Judy. Right, so Kelly was 3 times as old as Judy. So that's how you translate. Again, write down exactly what it says. Now when you substitute, because it's talking about a goal, so it means you have to substitute these. So you're going to get 2x minus 4 equal to 3 times x minus 4. So go and multiply out to get rid of parentheses. So you got 2x minus 4 equal to 3x minus 12. Then you're going to go and solve. So first take care of the variable. So minus 2x. So this cancels out. And you're going to plus 12. So this cancels out. So you got 8 equal to x. Then you go back and read the question again to make sure you answer the question. It says, how old is each girl now? So you're looking for now. Right? That's what you're looking for. So in this case, Kelly is 2x. So Kelly equal to 16. Right? Twice, right? And Judy is x. So it'll be just 8. Okay, let's go to 15. So you can read through. Jill is twice as old as Beth. So this is an H problem. So make the table. So the two people are Jill and Beth. And the time, okay, so it says Jill is. So the word is means now. And then it says in 6 years means 6 years future, so plus 6. Right? Okay, in 6 years means it's plus 6. Okay, so go back and read. It says Jill is twice as old as Beth. So Beth is x, Jill is twice, right? So Jill is twice as old as Beth. So now don't read anymore. Use this information to fill up your table. So it'd be 2x plus 6. This would be x plus 6. So now you go ahead and do the translation. It says in 6 years means you have to use these to substitute. Okay? In 6 years, Beth's age, so that's B, right? Beth will be equal to 3/5 of Jill's age. Again, see that? So you just write down exactly what it says, right? So B is 3/5 J, right? B is 3/5 J. So now you go and do the substitution. So B is x plus 6. You go to 3/5. Again, whatever you substitute, put in parentheses. J is 2x plus 6. So now go and multiply everything out to get rid of the parentheses. So x plus 6 equal to 6x over 5. Right, you distribute, right? Distribute. So be 18 over 5. So now we're going to multiply by common denominator to get rid of the fraction. So multiply every term by 5. So that this will give you 5x plus 30. This will cancel out, so you get 6x. This cancel out, you get 18. Next, go ahead and minus 5x on both sides, so that this will cancel out. And minus 18 on both sides, so this will cancel out. So you got 12 equal to x. So once you find out x equal to 12, go back and read and answer the question. It says, what is each girl's age now? So each one, so they're looking for that. That's what you're looking for. So Jill is 2x. So Jill is 2x. So 2 times x will give you 24. And then Beth is x. So B equal to 12 years old. Okay, let's go to number 16. It says Mr. Biller is 3 times as old as daughter Jeanette. So again, it's an age problem. So right away, you're talking about age. So this is Mr. Biller, and this is the daughter Jeanette. And the time, it says Mr. Biller is years, so what is means now. And it says 14 years ago, so you have to minus 14, right? Again, in the past, you minus. So go back and read the first sentence. It says Mr. Biller is 3 times as old as daughter. So x, 3x, right? 3 times as old. So this would be 3x minus 14, and this would be x minus 14. So you can use the first sentence, first information to complete the table. Then use the next information to do the translation. So it says 14 years ago means you have to use this information when you're doing a substitution. So 14 years ago, he, so Mr. Biller, right? So he was 7 times as old as Janet, right? So again, so he was 7 times as old as Janet. So that's going to do a substitution. So he, right, so the Biller is 3x minus 14 equal to 7 times x minus 14. So multiply everything out. So you got 3x minus 14 equal to 7x minus 98. Next, go and solve. So minus 3x, cancel out, plus 98, cancel out. So you got 4x is equal to 84. Divide by 4, so x equal to 21. So once you solve for x, go back and answer the question. It says, how old are each now? So you're looking for that. So Biller is 3x, so Biller is 3x, so 3 times that give you 63. And Janet is x, so Janet would be just equal to 21. Okay, let's go to number 17. It says Jen is 30 and her daughter Shanda is 6. So again, this is the age problem. So you have Jen and Shanda. And the word is, Jen is, so it means now. And it says in how many years? So that means future would be plus x. Right? Again, future, you plus. In the past, you minus. And it didn't tell you how many years, that's what you need to figure out, so that's x. Now let's go back and use the first information to finish the table. It says Jen is 30 and daughter Shanda is 6. So again, you stop, use the information to finish the table. So this would be 30 plus x, this would be 6 plus x. Right, so you can just follow through. So now you can go and translate. It says in how many years will Jen be twice, so equal to twice as old as Shanda. So in how many years, so you're looking at this over here. So in how many years will Jen will be twice as old as Shanda? So you substitute, so you got 30 plus x equal to 2 times 6 plus x. So multiply out to get rid of parentheses. So 30 plus x equal to 12 plus 2x. Minus x on each side, so this cancels out. Minus 12 on each side, this cancels out. So you got 18 equal to x. So after you solve for x, go back and answer the question. Okay, so it says in how many years? So x, so in how many years is this what you're looking for? So in this case, the answer would be 18 years. Okay, let's go to number 18. You can read through. Okay, it says Grandma Wessel is 75 years old, and she has a grandson who is 32 years old. So again, this is the age problem. Make the table for it. It helps you to organize your information. So you have Grandma Wessel and you have the grandson. I'm just going to call that G for grandson. Okay, and at the time, okay, it says is, that means now. So when you see the word is, right away, that's now. It says how many years ago, so it's minus x, right? Again, in the past, you're minus. And if you don't know how many years, so it'll be x. So now let's go and read and fill up the table. It's grandma is 75 years old, and grandson is 32. So you can stop and use that information. So 75 minus x, 32 minus x. Okay, so now we can go and do the translation. So notice A point is exactly the same. You make the table, put a name up here, put the year over here, and fill up this table, this part over here. Use that information to complete the table. So it says how many years ago. So use this information when you're doing the substitution. How many years ago was her age? So her was Grandma Wessel was 1 year. So that's 1 year greater than means plus 1 year greater than 7 times the grandson's age. So how many years ago was Grandma Wessel was 1 year greater than 7 times grandson's age? Okay, so again, when you translate, don't worry about substitution yet. Do the translation first, then you worry about substitution. So 75 minus x equal to 1 plus 7 times 32 minus x. Next, go ahead and multiply everything out to get rid of parentheses. So multiply out. Okay, and I'm going to plus 7x on both sides, so that this will cancel out. And I'm going to minus 75 on both sides, so this will cancel out. So I get 6x equal to, and you get your calculator and you go ahead and work it out. So just punch a number, you get 150. And then you divide by 6. So x equal to 25. And read the question. So it asks for how many years ago. So you're looking for this information. So in this case, so it'd be 25 years ago.